About the significant budget issues at the onset of the budget process. First bit of bad news we got was was right after Christmas, actually, when we found out we'd lost a good portion of the senior center budget, about $45,000 that had to be replaced or had to be funded locally. The landfill fiber project, which is an ongoing project to try to get it mitigated, and this is something that has been operated, it's been going on since 2006, but it never got addressed until this year. And this year it caught us, couldn't kick the can any further down the road, and we were told that the fine would begin early in December at $1,000 a day. So that tells me we had to clean up the landfill, but that's $350,000 there. We didn't have any idea prior to about 2 weeks ago that the Monticello Police Department was being disbanded, but they did disband, and that added $524,000 to our cost. That's what the sheriff said it's going to take him to operate that. Employee health benefit, employee coverage cost, health benefits increased by $207,000. This is a full election year. We have, I don't know how many elections this year, but it's a full year, and it's an additional $18,900 for poll workers and that kind of thing. We have a balloon payment from some purchases made in 2010 that came due this year, in 2015, and that's $43,300. In the trying to get through the 2014 budget last year, we were all new. Karen was new. We just did not catch the including the co-portion, the board's co-portion of the HRA. That added another $50,000 to cost, and we did not budget enough for unemployment insurance last year, which was $35,000. So the total budgeted needs for the county is $1,273,200. That equates to 4 meals. 4 meals. We had to make, obviously we could not go up 4 meals, so we had to make some significant budget cuts. And I'll talk about some of these cuts. Gravel for roads, we cut that budget by $50,000. Hopefully we found a replacement in plate dirt for that at a much reduced cost. An internet property tax payment program the tax commissioner wanted was $10,200. We had to cut that from the budget. We were going to try to get into the 21st century, getting everybody with laptops, getting up to speed, getting the proper presentation software in here. This business you hear all the time about open records and that sort of thing could be eliminated if we could get to that point. But we had to pull those out, and that was to the tune of $10,000. We had to replace the employee. We had to change health insurance providers and reduce benefits, and that was $129,500 cost. There was an additional reduction in employee health care benefits, which was $100,000. We reduced contingency this year by $85,000. The fire department is hoping to add some additional training space and that sort of thing. They needed furniture and that sort of thing for that. $7,300 had to be taken out of that. $20,000 had to be pulled from the budget to replace these old HVAC units. Somebody came in a while ago and said, "It sure feels good in here." Well, enjoy it, because they've been going out like flies. All these units are 20 years old. And we had to pull the replacement dollars for them out. Cut overtime for the sheriff by $15,000. Cut the food budget at the jail by $14,000, and cut inmate medical care by $14,000. For a total elimination from the budget, or savings from the budget, of 1.4 meals. Some budget trivia. You know that whatever your millage rate is, you're only going to collect 90 to 92% of it the first year. So, and it takes another 3, 4, 5 years to collect that. We have a collection rate that's approaching 100%, but it takes 5, 6 years on out to get that. One mill in 2008, one mill generated $446,508. That same mill today generates $316,042. 29% reduction in the funding of it.